Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while since I uploaded something, and the reason is because I wanted to give The Reckoning its full spotlight because it deserves its own spotlight. And the movie literally just reached 100 hours of watch time in 14 days. That is just absolutely unbelievable. 100 hours of watch time in 14 days. So, I wanted to do a behind the scenes look into the original script. This is the original script right here. This is my version of the script. My good friend Lorenzo has his own version with his own editing, his own writing on the corners and everything. This is my version. You can see how crazy this is already with all the crossed out marks on it. You have a bunch of underlined things here. You got another X over here. These are just basically my director. This is my director mindset here. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to flip through the script. Now, the original script itself is very, very different from the movie. Okay? The script is, well, the dialogue is all improvised. This was just to give the actors a basic idea of the story of what was in my head. As long as the story was told, they can say and act and do whatever they want. And the reason I had them do whatever they wanted to do was so that if it came across as real, it came across as natural and not scripted. So about 90% of this movie is not even in this script. It is improvised. The script itself is actually 10 pages long. It is only 10 pages. As opposed to a normal script, which is about 90 to 100 pages long. This is only, you can see how thin this is. This is only a 10-page script, and the movie is 1 hour, 21 minutes. So as you can see, anyway, enough babbling. I tend to talk a lot here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip through the script to show you. You can see I even printed out the pictures of the extreme haunts. This is Hurting, Black Mass over here, Castle of Chaos, and then you can see as well, you can see more editing that I've done here, more things that I've crossed out. So this is more editing that I've done here. Secret video, and I just kind of David tries to find the secret video, and then Becky films POV. So it was supposed to be David finding the secret video, but as you saw in the film, David was the one who filmed the entire thing, and Becky was the one who found the secret video. So this was as you can see, this was swapped, and it was just because it felt natural in the moment. And so this is a crossed out scene. This is a deleted scene here. And this deleted scene was basically the intro video. This was supposed to be the intro video that she was supposed to upload, but she didn't. So that's perfectly fine. I'm a director. I work around it. Reckoning style. Anyway, so over here we got more of the script over here. I'm not sure why I put that plus sign there. I don't remember what that was all about. But I do remember, I know that I scratched this part out. As you can see, man, this is crazy right here now that I look back to it. All the crazy editing that I did on this script right here. This was supposed to be a new scene right here, a video of where they want her to go. This was actually supposed to be shot, as you can see, in the Dolphin Mall parking lot. But we actually didn't end up going to Dolphin Mall. I wrote around this story and created a whole new different version of what was in the script. So, yeah, man, this was supposed to be the original script. This is the foundation. You can see, look at that, man. Isn't that crazy right there? And you can see I crossed this out. This over here, Zane hands Becky a playing card. Instead of a playing card, I crossed that out and I wrote skull right there. That was the skull that you saw in the movie, where the underneath the skull it said turn your cell phone off. And so that's where that was put into the movie right there, skull. And then I just, obviously more crazy editing here. This is the director's version of the script. You can see a lot more crazy editing right there. Projections show. Yes, because the movie is about the projection show. It is about my DIY live show called Projections. And now it literally just got one of the biggest updates ever. And one of the best updates it ever got is now it's called The Reckoning, the Immersive Fan Experience. We just finished performing a show a few days ago, and it went absolutely amazing. It went absolutely incredible. And it was all thanks to our very special guest who flew all the way from Denver, Colorado. So this is the so that is that. As you can see, just this is a fun part here. Duct tape. Becky wakes up handcuffed to a wheelchair or duct taped. Now, what's interesting about the scene, obviously this was supposed to be Becky's scene, but I wrote around that. And so originally it was not supposed to be David Starks in the wheelchair. It was supposed to be Becky, but like I said, I wrote around that. So this was supposed to be Becky's story. Instead, I made it into David's story. So I got to star in my own movie that way. And the thing about the duct tape, I actually forgot the duct tape. I forgot to bring the duct tape for filming, and I ended up going a different route. And it was the fact that the black ink itself is a poison, and the poison can do many different things. So I figure, why the hell not just say that it paralyzes the participant momentarily or temporarily. So I just I wrote around that with the black liquid that I drank in the scene. So instead of the duct tape, I was basically paralyzed, quote unquote paralyzed, to the wheelchair. So that actually made it even better, I think. This was supposed to be the original ending for the movie. As you can see, ending scene right there. And I'm going to read it out for you. And feel free to read along here. So, this is the ending scene right here. Zane. Now it's time for one more trick. The final trick of the evening. Zane puts the mask back on. And the gloves. he positions Becky towards Zach. Zach is my good friend, played by my good friend Lorenzo, now known as Ash, A-S-H, Ash, holding the camera. So Ash was supposed to be holding the camera, filming POV style. Zane stands behind Becky. Becky, by the way, at this point is still sitting in a wheelchair. Okay? Zane stands behind Becky and talks closely to the side of her face. I call this the vanishing act. I'm going to make you disappear. Look into the camera. Zane puts a bag over Becky's head and instructs her to count to 5 slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screen goes black. End credits. That was supposed to be the original ending to The Reckoning. But as you can see, I wrote around that. I changed that as well. So you just got an unbelievable, rare behind-the-scenes video. This is, once again, the original script. This is the director's script right here. And it's incredible how a 10-page, this is 10 pages only, okay? Absolutely insane. 10 pages. It's crazy how a 10-page script can turn into a 1 hour, 21-minute movie. And the best part about this movie is it was all DIY style. All DIY. It was literally shot with 2 cell phone cameras. My cell phone camera, this one right here, and it was filmed with my good friend Lorenzo's cell phone camera as well. So it was filmed with his and with this camera, literally handheld, POV style. And the haunted house version of it was actually shot using a tripod stand, which is where this camera is on a tripod right now, filming this. So that is how the entire movie was literally filmed. It was filmed with, things I had lying around in the house. The wheelchair actually came from my grandmother. When my grandmother passed away, I actually used that wheelchair in the movie. So that was not a special prop that we ordered. That was just something already lying around the house that I had, and I basically just used whatever I had lying around. And anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're still sticking with me for 14 minutes now, I'm truly grateful. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys next time for another behind-the-scenes Reckoning video. If you haven't seen the movie, make sure you go check it out right now. Go to playlist on my YouTube channel. Go to playlist. Search for the playlist titled Film Work. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. You're going to see something called The Reckoning 2025 full movie. And as a matter of fact, like I said, projections just got an update, an insane, incredible update, and that is The Reckoning, the immersive fan experience. Like I said, we just finished filming we just finished performing a show, a Reckoning immersive fan experience show, and it went absolutely incredible. We had a fan literally fly out all the way from Denver. The show is in Hialeah, Florida. She flew in all the way from Denver. That being said, I'll see you guys next time, man. Take care.